Welcome back to Listen to the Words. I'm your host, Andres, and this is my co-host. What's your name?
Kelly.
There you go. The savior of the podcast.
Why am I the savior?
You're the savior because I told you yesterday, I was like, I'm just going to pack this stuff up. I haven't had time. Life gets in the way.
Yeah.
Life, work, health, everything gets in the way. I was like, we're just going to pack it in. You're like, no, we don't know. We'll record. And I'm like, fine.
You didn't want to record?
Well, I've talked about ending the podcast for a while, and you're like, no, you don't let me. So,
because I feel like it's a good stress reliever.
Yeah.
It's a way that we can have a little bit of fun and.
Oh, you don't have fun with me regardless?
I didn't say that.
You implied it
No,
heavily.
I didn't. We can have a little bit of fun and just kind of talk about music because we both love music.
And we're not doing music today.
No, we're not. We don't usually do music on this podcast. So if that's what you were coming for,
Just listen to these words.
You're sadly mistaken.
But yeah, it's been hectic. We're trying to record every week, but it's impossible.
Yeah, life gets in the way, and so when we do record, we try to record at least 2 episodes.
Are we recording another one after this?
We can attempt to.
Okay, we'll try.
My turkey meat is still defrosting, so.
Is that some innuendo you're trying to tell me?
No, I'm just saying, it's got to defrost a little bit more before I can cook it.
She's
so
like, they're always after me turkey meat. No. Awful joke.
That was awful.
I know.
So, okay, this
came in hot. Go for it.
No, I just found
it's so dark
something.
in here. Wait, I don't have lights.
Yeah, because your light broke.
Actually, Jonathan told me, he goes, dude, Costco takes anything back. So we need to find the receipt for this. I'm taking the sucker back.
Oh, I don't think we even have that receipt.
We got
anymore.
it from Costco.com. So I'm gonna go.
We don't have the box.
He said he's seen people return stuff without the box. So I Googled Costco's return policy, and people are like, you don't need the box to return it. As long as you have the receipt and it matches that. And I take the base, the remote, I should be able to return it.
Yeah.
Because it's like a 3-year return policy, and this is a year old.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to find that receipt. I'm getting my money back.
Yeah.
So anyway, proceed. I'm sorry. I apologize.
That's okay. So I found something on Instagram right before we started.
Okay.
And I thought it was really funny.
Okay. I'm ready.
So it says, I don't want to be an adult anymore.
Amen.
I don't even want to be human.
Yeah.
I want to be an alpaca. Jump around randomly and eat what I want and spit
on
at
people.
anyone who annoys me.
Most definitely.
I just thought that was so funny because that I feel like describes me some days.
I actually spit on people's cars when they piss me off. I just spit on their cars. I do that, and then if for some it's happened numerous times where someone cuts me off and we end up in the same parking lot, I'll just spit on their car. I mean like that, but whatever. So how you been?
I've been all right. I don't know if we talked about it. I broke my tooth.
No, because I think last time we recorded, I hadn't gone to Ohio. I don't remember now.
Yeah,
I went to Ohio and I came back and it was cold.
Yeah.
It was Arctic. It was in the teens.
There was still snow.
There was still snow and ice up there.
Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't come with me because you would have been miserable in that weather.
Well, I would have just been in the hotel room.
It was ridiculously cold.
There was no point in me going.
Yeah. But it was a really good trip. It was a very interesting trip. I learned a lot. And at some point I have to go back for a week rather than 2 days. But we'll see.
Yeah.
But so you broke your tooth.
Yeah, while you were in Ohio.
Yeah. So she texted me, she goes, I broke my tooth. And I was like, what? I had just hung up with you too.
Yeah. And I was like, what the heck?
I broke my tooth. And I was like, what is, I called you immediately. I was like, what did you say?
It spell checked me.
Stupid spell check.
So yeah, I broke my tooth eating the softest thing possible, quesadillas.
Yeah. That's the first thing that I asked is, what did you eat that broke your tooth? Quesadilla. I was like,
it's like one of the softest things. But yeah, so now I'm going to the dentist when I haven't been in 20 years. So that's fun.
And they're going to be, taking care of you.
Yeah, I got to get an implant. So
it be what it be.
it's fun times.
And I'm on the hook for that little chunk of change, but it is what it is.
Why do you gotta say it like that?
What? It's the truth.
Why
you got to be so mean?
Yeah.
It's not being mean.
Yes, it is.
How is it mean?
Because you say it like I do it on purpose.
Jose's calling me right now.
Of course he is.
Out of all the time in the world.
Of course he is.
Oh, Jose, sorry, but
he's ruining everything. No, I'm kidding.
No. Can I call you back?
Make sure it's not urgent, because if it's urgent, then we need to pause this and start over.
Okay. Anyway.
So.
But yeah, it is what it is. Like I told you, it just is what it is. Hopefully, they'll get you squared away real fast. No biggie.
No, not fast.
In a couple of months.
This is like a 9-month process that they have to do. It sucks.
It screens your calls, the iPhone now.
Yeah, I know. I have it on there.
So he goes, wow, this automated system is very sexy. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye. Because it talked to them. Can I call you in a bit?
Yeah.
Wow. Weird. But anyway, but they'll get you taken care of. It is what it is.
Yeah. Yep.
We're taking care of your health all around right now. Because you have a new fashion accessory you're wearing every day.
Yep, I got my glucose monitor. That's so fun.
You're a pro at it now.
Yeah. Well, I can put it on. It's just putting the tape around it so it doesn't come off.
How does that work with flying?
What do you mean?
Can you go through TSA without a problem?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I go through TSA like every day.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's dive in. Mm-hmm. So since the world is falling apart right now and World War III erupted overnight, I wish I were kidding. We're gonna read some positivity.
Yep.
Some positive things. So I find stuff on Instagram and I just like to save it and then we'll read it here. Some of them make me cry, so if I choke up, I apologize. It might make you cry. Who knows?
Doubt it.
Okay. Now my goal is to make you cry.
Oh, gee, that's nice. Just go scare me and then I'll start crying.
No, I'm not gonna scare you. You have a diabetes machine on you. No. Last thing I need to do is just scare you to death. No, I'm good with that. No.
But any other time you do it.
Scaring is not going to happen anymore. I'm good. Anyway, let's start. So I'm a school nurse. We have a rule. Kids without lunch money get a cold cheese sandwich. Nothing else. It's policy. This boy came in one Wednesday, 6th grader. Stomach pain, he said. I've been doing this for 20 years. I know real stomach pain. I know hunger. When did you eat last? He looked at the floor and said, yesterday lunch. I sent him to the cafeteria with a note. Told him to give him a full hot meal. Pasta, salad, milk, the works. Which sounds kind of awful. Pasta and salad and milk. But anyway.
Yeah.
Cafeteria lady looked at my note, looked at me, gave him the tray without a word. He ate like he hadn't seen food in days. Probably hadn't. Came back to my office after. Am I in trouble? For what? For eating? That's what food is for. I started keeping granola bars, peanut butter crackers, juice boxes in my bottom drawer. For kids who come in with headaches that are really hunger. Stomach aches that are really empty stomachs. I'm not supposed to. Technically against policy, but I don't care. Told my principal once. She looked at me for a long moment, opened her desk drawer, and showed me her stash. Crackers, fruit snacks, applesauce. What drawer? She said. We never spoke of it again. That 6th grader is in high school now. Came to find me last spring. I just want to let you know that I'm okay and that I remembered, and I always will. He volunteers at a food bank on weekends. He has since he was 13. I'm sorry, this is awfully spelled. It just says best granola bars I've ever bought. Yeah. So she fed this kid.
I have a problem with one thing in that story.
What? The grammatical? Jeez, man, it was awful.
No. Why are you going to give a kid that doesn't have any money a cold cheese sandwich?
Unfortunately, these schools don't have money, hon.
But like
you
got money for spaghetti?
But that's all that comes from the federal government and stuff like the Department of Education.
Like I feel like it should be almost reversed. In
my head, every single kid that goes to school deserves free meals. It doesn't matter.
Right.
That's what the taxes are for.
Right.
Not for starting a world war. You should feed children.
No matter what. To me, that's what the funding should be for. Yeah. Is if you're going to give hot plate to people who can pay for it, why can't you give a hot plate to people who can't?
Yeah.
And who really actually need it?
Yeah. I completely agree.
Like that's who wants a cold cheese sandwich? That's disgusting.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, some kids, that's the only thing they can get.
I mean...
It's awful.
But you know what? I would do the same thing that nurse did.
I would pay for it out of my pocket.
I would pay for it, and I would keep snacks in my drawer for those kids.
Costco run.
Yeah, that can't afford things. Yeah. You know.
Ready for the next one?
Yeah.
This was a little better written. So I'm a 911 dispatcher. Night shift. Midnight to 8 a.m. You hear everything. Emergencies, panic, fear, death. Last Last month, I got a call at 3:17 a.m. No emergency, just a voice. An older man. He was calm. He said, I'm not in danger, but I need someone to talk to. Is that allowed? It's against protocol, but something in his voice made me stay on the line. I'm sitting on a bench, he said, outside St. Mary's Hospital. My wife is inside. Stage 4 cancer. Doctors say hours, maybe even minutes, but I can't be in that room right now. I just needed air. And I realized I'm about to lose the only person who's talked to me every day for 51 years. After tonight, who do I talk to? My training says transfer non-emergency phone calls, redirect resources. But I stayed. Tell me about her, I said. He talked for 43 minutes about how they met at a bus stop, how she laughed at his terrible jokes, how she made him coffee every morning for 51 years, exactly how he liked it. 2 sugars, no cream. The coffee is going to be the hardest part, he said. Not the funeral, not the empty house, the coffee. Because every morning I'll make it wrong. Too much sugar, not enough, and there won't be anyone there to tell me I messed up again. He laughed and then cried, and then I stayed quiet. Sometimes the best response is just breathing on the other end. A nurse came out. I heard her through the phone. Sir, she's asking for you. He stood up. I have to go. Thank you for sitting with me on this bench. For letting an old man talk about coffee when the world is ending. Wait, I said. What's your name? George, he said. What's yours? Sarah. Thank you, Sarah, for being my someone tonight. The call ended. I sat there staring at my screen. Call duration, 43 minutes and 12 seconds. Longest non-emergency call I'd ever taken. Logged it as a welfare check. Subject stable. My supervisor would question it later. Didn't care. Some calls aren't about saving lives. They're about sitting with someone while life changes forever. 2 weeks later, another call. 3:17 a.m. Same number. My heart stopped. 911, what's your emergency? No emergency, Sarah. It's George from the bench. I'm calling from the same spot. I know this isn't what this line is for, but I made coffee this morning. I got it right. 2 sugars, no cream, and I had no one to tell. So I'm telling you. He called every Tuesday after that, 3:17 a.m. Same bench, updates about his life, learning to cook, joining a grief group, cleaning out her closet, small victories, terrible days. I listened. Against every protocol, against every rule. My supervisor found out, called me into her office. I thought I was fired. You've been taking personal calls on the emergency line, she said. Pulled up the logs. 14 calls, all 3:17 a.m., all the same number. I can explain, I started. She held up her hand. Don't. I listened to the recordings, all of them. She slid a paper across the desk. New protocol. Compassionate line extension. For callers in emotional crisis, non-emergency. You just created it. George still calls every Tuesday at 3:17 a.m. from that bench outside St. Mary's. But now he's not the only one. We've had 47 compassionate line calls in 3 months. People who aren't dying but are learning to live after loss. They call, we listen. Because sometimes saving someone's life means sitting with them on a bench at 3 a.m. while they figure out how to make coffee alone. Sometimes that's enough.
That's beautiful.
Deep. Yeah, it's BAMC in Colorado.
That's how it should be. There should be a line for that because sometimes people don't have anybody else.
Yeah.
They don't have family. They don't have, friends, or especially like elderly, most of their friends might not be around.
Haven't passed away by then, yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's amazing. And that's how it should be.
I love how the consistency of the guy. 3:17, he's like, what? I made a friend.
He's gone and he goes to the bench.
I hope they meet in real life.
Yeah.
That's how the story ends happily.
At that point, I would have just given him my personal number and been like, hey, anytime you need to talk, not just at 3:00 in the morning, but
I have a life outside of work.
Right?
We can have coffee together.
Yeah, or
not in a dating sense. Or maybe
like meet him on that bench, and sit.
That'd be cool.
Take the night off and go meet him at the bench and and talk and I think that'd be sweet. That's really sweet.
All right, next one. In 2021, Nadia Pavlovici was at an NHL game, hockey.
Okay,
but she struggled to focus on the players on the ice. Instead, her attention kept shifting to Brian Hamilton, the assistant equipment manager. She noticed a mole on his neck and, drawing on her experience volunteering at hospitals, suspected it might be cancerous. Determined to warn him, she typed a message on her phone and pressed it against the glass. The mole on your back of your neck is possibly cancerous. Please go see a doctor. She showed her the phone.
Oh, that's...
Brian read the message and rubbed the back of his neck and kept walking, thinking, oh, that was weird. Initially skeptical, he eventually had it examined. The doctor confirmed there was a malignant melanoma. Brian had surgery and made a full recovery. His doctor told him that if he had waited any longer, he might not have been so lucky. Grateful to Nadia for potentially saving his life, Brian issued a public plea to find her. When they met, they embraced, and he thanked her. She attended another game where the Canucks, the hockey team, and the Krakens honored her with a $10,000 medical school scholarship.
Nice.
Yep.
She didn't potentially save his life. I think she did save his life.
She really did save his life.
Like,
sorry, Jose just texted me and I'm seeing what he said. He said he's running out to the grocery store, so he has some time to talk, but I'll call him later. He might not be available, but we'll see. All right.
You could just text him and ask him.
Yeah. So, next one. I was stealing Wi-Fi from Starbucks parking lot when the manager knocked on my car window. Living in my Honda for 3 weeks, using their internet to job hunt. Thought I was being sneaky, but apparently sitting in the same spot for hours every day is not subtle. You've been out here all week, she said, when I rolled down my window. I started to apologize, expecting to be banned from the property. You applying for jobs, she asked. I nodded. Well, you can't do interviews from a parking lot. Come inside. Her name was Rachel. She set me up at a corner table with a power outlet and bought me coffee. You look like you haven't eaten today, she said, bringing me a sandwich too. I can't pay you back right now. I'm not asking you to. I'm asking you to get that job so you can pay it forward someday. I had 3 phone interviews that week from that corner table. I got hired on the 3rd one. Rachel let me use her address for the job application since I didn't have one. First paycheck, I bought coffee for everyone in the store and left a huge tip. Told you this day would come, Rachel said, smiling. That was 18 months ago. I have my own apartment now, but I still stop by to see Rachel every week. Sometimes your office is wherever someone believes in you enough to plug in your laptop.
That's nice.
It's a shout out to Starbucks.
That's why I like Starbucks.
Not their overpriced coffee. Eventually they'll help you get a job.
Yeah, they will.
Yeah, right. Anyway, next.
Mm-hmm.
All right. My son's piano teacher called me after his lesson. I'm sorry. Let me start over again. Because some of these people don't do periods and commas very well. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to read it the way it should be. My son's piano teacher called me after his lesson. Asked if we could talk. I thought he was quitting. Worried about money, I asked, is this about payment? I can pay next month. She looked confused. No, it's about Marcus. Marcus is 12. He's autistic and nonverbal. He doesn't make any eye contact. He started piano 6 months ago. The doctor recommended it for his motor skills. I never expected him to actually play. He's gifted, she said. I laughed, not to be mean, just in disbelief. Marcus? She pulled out her phone. She showed me a video. Marcus sitting at her piano playing Chopin, eyes closed, perfectly. I started to cry. When did he learn this? He doesn't learn it. He just hears it once and he plays it back perfectly every single time. Why didn't you tell me? I wanted to be sure. I've been teaching for 30 years and I never see anything like this. She paused and she said, he needs a better teacher. Someone who specializes in savants. I'm not enough for him. I shook my head. You're the only one he trusts. She looked at me and says, then I'll learn. I'll study and I'll become what he needs. And she did. She took courses, studied savant musicianship, flew to conferences, changed her entire teaching method for one student, for my son. 3 years later, Marcus performed at Carnegie Hall. Youngest pianist in the junior program. Played for 2,000 people. Still doesn't speak. Still doesn't make eye contact. But he plays and everyone listens. After the performance, his teacher came backstage. Ooh, this one's going to get me. Marcus did something that he'd never done before. He looked at her directly for 3 seconds, then went back to the piano. She started crying. That was him saying thank you, I told her. She teaches 5 other autistic students now. Changed her whole practice. I almost gave up on Marcus, she told me. Told you he needed someone better, but he didn't need better. He needed someone who wouldn't quit. Sometimes the quiet ones change everything when someone stays. Oof. You didn't cry at that one?
Nope.
Dang, that one got me a little bit.
That's
Man.
beautiful.
Yeah.
That shows just how not only what a great person that teacher is, but what a great teacher she is. That she, she stuck around, first of all.
That is a teacher.
A teacher.
Yeah.
And she changed her style to suit his needs.
Which is what a teacher a good coach, a good mentor does.
Yes.
You can't teach everybody the same way.
a good boss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I've learned in my many years of life is I can't expect the same thing out of everybody, and I can't teach the same way. My position at work is I teach.
Yeah.
I train and I teach. And I have to teach everybody a different way.
Yep.
One person
everybody learns different.
One person's blunt force trauma. One person I have to hold their hands. One person I could just tell them once, and they don't have to write notes. And I'm like, "Are you sure you don't have to write this now?" She goes, "No, I got it." And it sticks.
Yeah.
And I'm the one that like, "Come, can you write this down?" And she goes, "No, I don't need to." And it bugs me, but it's just the way that she learns.
Yeah.
And she's good at it.
It's because the way you learn is to write notes.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I learn a little bit too, is I have to usually write something down because otherwise I'll either forget it unless it's something that I've done like multiple times. But usually the first time I'm doing something, I might have to write it down. And it also depends on the job.
Yeah.
Some jobs you don't need to write it down. It's just doing it is what, like the job I have now, it's repetition of what you're doing. You're doing the same thing every day. You're pushing the wheelchairs every day. You put, luggage in, you ask them the same questions if they need to go to the bathroom or whatever.
Do you have to go potty? Do you say it like that?
No, I don't.
That would be funny. You have to go pee-pees?
No.
You have to go pee-pees or poopies?
I'm not gonna. That's a little too personal. I'm not asking
you need
that.
Pee-pees or poopies? All right. You ready for the next one?
Yeah. Ooh,
this one. What?
I'm gonna change my monitor tomorrow.
Cool. This one's gonna make you cry. This is the one.
Doubt it.
Fine, be that way. All right. I've driven the same school bus route for 17 years. Same streets, same stops, same kids growing up and moving on. You notice patterns. Which kid is always last out of the door? Which one sits alone? Which one never brings lunch? So last September, a new girl got on. Excuse me. Third stop, the first day of school. She handed me a note instead of speaking. The note said, "My name is Emma. I'm deaf. I can read lips if you face me when you talk. Thank you for driving me." She was 11, sat in the front seat, right behind me, every single day, never spoke, just watched. I started doing something I'd never done before. I bought a small whiteboard. I wrote, "Good morning, Emma," on it every day. She'd smile and write back, "Good morning, Mr. Ray." Other kids noticed, started writing notes to her too. The whiteboard became our communication system. Emma would write jokes, other kids would write back. The entire front half of the bus became a silent conversation. 15 kids writing notes to each other instead of shouting. It was the quietest bus route in the district. 3 months in, Emma's mom called me, crying. Said Emma told her I was the only adult at school who learned how to talk to her. The teachers made her sit in the back, said they didn't have time to accommodate her. She ate lunch alone. Nobody included her. The bus was the only place she felt like she belonged. I went to the school, spoke to the principal, told him what was happening. He gave me the bureaucratic runaround. "We're working on supports. These things take time, budget constraints." I looked at him. "She's 11 years old and she eats lunch alone every day because you won't try." He didn't like that. The next day I brought something new on the bus, a laminated card. Had the sign language alphabet on it. Put it on every seat. Told the kids, "Emma teaches me one new sign every day. Anyone want to learn with me?" 12 kids raised their hands. We started learning. All together, one sign at a time. By December, the entire bus knew basic sign language. "Good morning, thank you, you're funny, see you tomorrow." Emma stopped writing notes, started signing. Other kids signed back. The bus stopped being quiet. It got loud again, but different loud, happy loud. Hands flying, kids laughing. One morning in January, we pulled up to the school. Emma didn't get off, just sat there, signing to me. I didn't know all the signs yet, but I understood enough. "I don't want to go in. They don't talk to me in there. Only here, only on the bus." She started crying, signing and crying. "Can I just stay on the bus?" That afternoon, I drove Emma home first. Against protocol, I didn't care. I spoke to her mom, told her everything. 2 days later, Emma transferred schools, new district, school with a deaf education program. Teachers who signed, kids who understood. Her mom called me the first day. She made 3 friends at lunch. Emma still rides a different bus now, different driver. But last week I got a package in the mail, a video from her mom, Emma, standing in front of her class presenting a project, all in sign language, with a voice interpreter, about kindness. About a bus driver who learned to talk to her when nobody else would. That one got me. It didn't make you cry? You're like Chandler Bing back in the Friends episode. Was that Friends or was that something else?
I don't know.
They were trying to make him cry. And I think Monica was like, what happens if we grow old and gray and then this and that and then I die? And he's like, oh, that'd be sad. And like, you're not going to cry. Oh, man, that one got me.
I think if I were reading it, it probably would have. Sometimes when you read it, it has more of an impact.
Yeah.
But when I'm just listening, it's a beautiful story.
Yeah.
I think that's great. You know, I hate that she had to change schools and, you know, but I get that as far as like, I'm not, and I don't mean it as like, I agree with the principal and all that stuff, because I don't.
But you got to work with what you have, unfortunately.
Yes, but I get what the mom meant about getting the bureaucratic runaround, because that happened to my mom with me.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in middle school and it happened.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, they just kind of like basically they brush you off because they don't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
You know. So but I'm glad she got, because school should be a safe place.
Oh yeah.
For everybody, no matter what their learning capabilities are. You know, and so, but that it's good that she transferred to a school that can accommodate her.
Exactly.
It's specifically geared towards that. But I hate that she had to leave that bus that she loved, you know, and the driver and you know, she did have friends. They were just on that bus.
Yeah.
So I don't know why they didn't talk to her.
Well, they're probably different grades.
Maybe.
So if you're different grades, you're different lunch periods and stuff like that. So it's just didn't work out.
Yeah. But you know, that's really nice. And I like that, you know, the mom sent him or her
a little package.
A package about, you know, her giving a presentation. So that's cute.
It just vanished on me. Okay, here we go. Next one. I work at a bookstore. Old man comes in every Saturday at 3 p.m., buys one book, always pays cash, always asks for it to be gift wrapped. Does this every single week. Been doing it for 6 years. Never misses a Saturday. I finally asked him, must be quite a collection you're building. He smiled. I don't keep him. Confused look on my face. Every Sunday I go to the children's hospital and I leave the book at the nurse's station anonymously for whichever kid needs it the most that week. Been doing it since my grandson was there. Leukemia. He beat it. 5 years cancer-free now. Voice cracked a little bit. But I remember those long days, those scared nights. And I remember the random book someone left. How it gave him something to focus on besides fear. Never found out who left that book. So I decided to be that person for other kids. Other scared families. One book a week. Doesn't seem like much, but if it helps one kid forget they're scared for even an hour, it's worth it. I didn't even know what to say. Told my manager. She got emotional. We decided something. Every book he buys, we match. 2 books to the hospital instead of 1. Told him the next Saturday. He cried in the middle of the store. You do that? Every single week, I promised. Word spread. Other customers started asking to participate. Now we have a program. Books for Bravery. Customers donate. We buy books. Deliver them every Saturday. Started with 2 books a week. Now we're at 47 books a week.
Wow.
All because one grandfather refused to forget. That man still comes every Saturday, still buys his one book, still asks for gift wrap, but now he's not alone. There's usually about 5 or 6 other people doing the exact same thing. They become friends, call themselves the Saturday Book Club, but they never actually read together. 622 books delivered so far. We started keeping letters from parents, from kids. One said, I was so scared, then I found a book on my nightstand. It had a note from someone who believes you're brave.
You want me to finish it?
Please.
Okay, so then it had a note from someone who believes you're brave. I read it 12 times. It helped. That's why we do it. The grandfather's grandson came in last month. He's 14 now, healthy, strong, wanted to meet the staff. My grandpa told me what you all do. I want to help too. Can I volunteer? Now he comes every Saturday, helps pick books, writes encouraging notes to put inside.
Yeah.
You're just a big crybaby right now.
Well, the cancer ones get me.
Yeah, I know. That's...
Because I know those scary nights.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I am a crybaby now. When you quote unquote face death, you're like, ooh, a little sentimental.
Yeah. Well, you get
a reality check.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
It hits close. That's why.
We'll read one more.
Okay. This one gonna make you cry too? Big cry baby.
Maybe. No, this one's a sweet one.
Okay. They've all been pretty sweet.
Yeah. Got a text at 2:34 a.m. Wrong number. Mom, I can't sleep. I'm scared about the surgery tomorrow. Can you call me? I'm not anyone's mom. I'm a 28-year-old guy. I should have just said wrong number, but something stopped me. It was 2:34 a.m. A kid was scared, alone, texting their mom who wasn't getting the message. So I replied, hey, this isn't your mom, but I'm here. What's the surgery for? 3 dots appeared, disappeared, appeared again. Who is this? I told the truth. My name's Alex. You texted the wrong number, but I'm awake and you sound scared. So if you want to talk until you fall asleep, I'm here. No judgment, just another human at 2:34 a.m. Long pause. Then he wrote, I'm Marcus. I'm 16. Heart surgery tomorrow. 40% chance I don't wake up. My mom's phone died. She's asleep in the hospital chair. I just need to tell someone I'm terrified. I sat up in bed, forgot about sleep. Marcus, tell me everything. What do you want to talk about? We texted for 3 hours. He told me about his girlfriend, about him wanting to go to college, about his little sister who thinks he's a superhero, about how he's been sick his whole life, but tomorrow's the big one. The surgery that fixes everything or ends everything. I made my mom a playlist, he typed. Man, I thought this was going to make me cry.
You want me to read it?
No, I got it. Songs for her to listen to if I don't make it. Is that weird? That's the most loving thing I ever heard, I wrote back. Okay. Let me catch my breath. All right. At 5:47 a.m., he said, they're coming to prep me. Thank you, Alex. You're a good person. You're going to make it, Marcus. Text me when you wake up. I didn't hear anything all day. Checked my phone every 10 minutes. Nothing. By 9 p.m., I was convinced he didn't make it. That I texted with a kid for 3 hours and he died. At 11:38 p.m., my phone buzzed. I'm alive. Surgery went perfect. Doctor said I'm going to live a normal life. I'm crying. Mom's crying. I told her about you. She wants your address to send you something. I cried. Right there in my apartment. For a kid named Marcus who texted the wrong number and lived, 2 weeks later, an envelope arrived. Inside, a handwritten letter from Marcus's mom. You talked to my son when he was most afraid. When my phone died and I failed him, you were there. You gave him hope at 2:34 a.m. and when hope was all he had. Thank you for being the wrong number. Also inside a photo of Marcus in the hospital bed, thumbs up, smiling. On the back he'd written, to Alex, my 2:34 a.m. guardian angel, you saved me before the surgery even started. I framed it, put it on my wall. Kid I never met, never will meet, but who changed my life by texting me by mistake. Marcus still texts me, not every day, but sometimes. Random 2:34 a.m.s, just want to say I'm still here, or had my first kiss today, thought you should know, or got accepted into college. 40% chance became 100% life. His mom and I text too. She sends updates, photos. He played basketball last month, first time ever, sent me a video. The kid who had 40% chance of dying is running down a court, living the normal life the doctor promised. All because surgery went well. And maybe because at 2:34 a.m. someone answered his text. Last week I got another wrong number text, 3:12 a.m. Dad, I relapsed. I'm so ashamed. Please don't hate me. Wasn't for me, but I answered anyway. This isn't your dad, but I'm here. What happened? We talked until sunrise. Connected him with recovery resources. He's 3 days sober. So 3 days sober now. Text me updates. I started doing this on purpose now, keeping my phone on at night, just in case. Because I learned something from Marcus. Sometimes the wrong number is exactly the right number. Sometimes a stranger at 2 a.m. is exactly who you need. I've answered 14 wrong number texts in 8 months. Kids scared about surgery, guy who relapsed, woman who found out she was pregnant, man whose wife just left, college student failing out, each one scared, each one alone. Each one texting the wrong number at the wrong time and getting a stranger who decided to stay. They all made it. Marcus is playing basketball. The guy is 90 days sober. The woman named her baby Alex. Everyone made it through their 2 a.m. because someone answered. I'm not a therapist, not a counselor, not anyone special. Just a guy who believes that wrong numbers aren't mistakes, they're opportunities. To be someone's 2:30 a.m., to be the one voice that says you're not alone, to be proof that strangers can save you. So keep your phone on, answer the wrong number. You never know who needs you to be the exactly right mistake. What?
No, that's nice.
Yeah.
How come all the wrong numbers I get are like
scams?
Yeah. I got one last night. You were passed out and
sorry, I fell asleep.
No, it was like 10:30 and I get a text saying, I think I still have it because I don't think yeah. He says, how do you feel about grabbing dinner tonight? I said, it's 10:30 at night. No thanks. And you have the wrong number. They didn't text back.
Oh, jeez. You should have said, where are you taking me?
I didn't.
Where are we going?
I didn't have the brain power for that.
But we'll leave the rest for next time. We got 1, 2, 3, 6. Oh, no.
We did a lot.
6, 9, 12, 15 left that I've saved. So, yeah. They're good little stories.
Yeah, that was nice.
They're good emotional stories that make you think about everything.
Mm-hmm. Make you cry, apparently.
Yeah, I'm a baby now. Sorry.
But, I got like that after I had Sophia. I got very emotional. It's kind of not as... It subsided a bit.
Yeah.
But...
now I have no heart.
Yeah, basically. No, but I think it just happens when something... important happens in your life, good or bad.
Yeah.
I think hearing other things about that, kind of similar stories, I think that like just makes you a little emotional.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So I think it's just situational.
Yeah, for sure. So, you want to leave it at that?
Yeah.
All right.
Leave it on a high note.
Yeah. I didn't hit record at all.
Yes, you did. I saw the red button.
The red button. Well, the show Instagram is listen to the words podcast. The show email is listen to the words pod@gmail.com. Would you like to promote anything?
Nope.
All right. We're done with your Kelly's Crafts.
Yeah.
He's doing it.
I just kind of do it on the side. I don't have time.
Yeah.
I really don't. So I just kind of do it on the side now.
Yeah.
And just when somebody wants something or if Sophia wants something.
Yeah. But we will be back at some point.
Yeah.
We'll try to record another one right now.
Yeah.
A music one.
Yeah.
We'll
Maybe.
do a music one.
Maybe.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see you next time, whenever that may be. Bye.
Bye.